Though he be surrounded by friends and those he could consider loved ones, it is apparent that Jared Anderson needs to readjust after his bout against Riad Merhy. There are things that need to be tightened up before he moves further. Let's talk about it. The April boxing card on ESPN that featured a heavyweight double bill where Jared Anderson took on Riad Merhy and Efe Ajagba took on Gino Rianello was a fight to put on display the young talent in the heavyweight division that is now trying to sort itself out to see who may be the next one up as far as being in title contention. As Ajagba bested Rianello, what really was unanswered was the battle between Anderson and Riad Merhy. Merhy did not come to fight, and so Anderson bested him with a unanimous decision. Though the two of them had agreed to this match, it was an extreme one-sided affair. And as a result, the performance that Anderson put on was a bit concerning. And reason being is that with a man who was not trying to win, Anderson was hesitant to press the gas to get this young man up out of there and be impressive in victory. He coasted and just found his way on toward a unanimous decision. Now, there were a couple of situations that took place during the fight where Merhy threw shots at Anderson and they scored, and it was so far and few that many didn't really take notice of what transpired in those instances. What I was able to notice is that Jared Anderson was hesitant, and this was not a noteworthy fighter in Riad Merhy, a guy who really came up from the cruiserweight division. But he didn't have aggression. He didn't seemingly have the desire to want to take whatever Anderson had accomplished up to this point in his career away from him. And so Anderson, who could play a little bit, jab, pick his shots, but never look to stop Riad Merhy. I was concerned about that. I am one of the few who had called for the past couple of years to see him get in the ring and face Efe Ajagba, a fight that would be easy to make because they're on the same promoter. But I could understand why the promoter wouldn't want to put these two against one another when you can continue to milk the deal of boxing with performances where they're favored to beat their opponents. A fight between Ajagba and Anderson would be a 50-50 fight. And whomever would lose the match would have to possibly go back to square one and reset. Anderson showed some chinks in the armor when his fight in July of 2023 against Charles Martin didn't turn out as smoothly as he had hoped. The Southpaw Martin, who was coming in as a replacement for that fight, didn't have a full training camp, but surprised Anderson on a couple of occasions in that fight with counterpunches that not only landed cleanly, but Anderson, whose record now is 17-0 with 15 KOs, came out of that fight a little bit of a doubter of himself and his abilities. He has since gotten in trouble a couple of times outside of the ring, and it seems like a cry for help. But what I really noticed as well is he's been adjusted to being a big fish in a small pond. Well, the thing about the sport of boxing, the heavyweight division is kind of small with the best of talent, but there is some international talent. There are fighters out there that could really bring the best out of Anderson or the worst out of him. And Riad Merhy is not one. But there are other young fighters around the world who are looking for an opportunity. And his upcoming date against Martin Bakole is going to tell us more about Jared. If he is really a true contender, or is top ranked boxing hiding a pretender? They're going to come together, Bakole and Anderson, on Saturday, August 3rd, on the undercard of Crawford versus Makmadov, and we're going to see exactly what he brings. Now, Anderson can fool us all and just win with talent, but is the desire really there? Is the confidence really there? And I'm going to tell you, I'm concerned if and when he faces the stiff challenge where someone who's not just gonna fold up because of he's a strong young man and punches solidly. If someone has the gumption to want to go after him and take what he has, is he going to be able to withstand that and turn back that type of challenge? Is he able to rise to the occasion? I am not doubting any of that, but boxing is a sport that tells the truth. And when fighters are put in those circumstances, a lot of times you see things that you never expected. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Anderson and where he may be going. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.